in my life, but hosting Thanksgiving for the first time. I told myself I'd start prepping the night before, but of course I didn't. So the first thing I did at about 9 o'clock was make the pie because I knew it had to sit in the fridge for at least 8 hours. Luckily my sister was already here, so I immediately put her to work while I started getting things together for the table. This is a butter bell that my parents made at their glass blowing studio, and I have been so excited to use it. While we were setting the table, I remembered I had completely forgotten to actually put the marinade on the turkey, but it still had a few hours before I had to go into the oven, so it was totally fine. Then I made some stock from the rest of the broken down turkey, took out the pie, which was finally done, and then it was time to actually assemble the turkey. I was using a Molly Baz recipe, which roast a broken down turkey over tons of squash and onion and garlic. Right as I was getting the turkey in the oven, my parents finally arrived and they brought some glass bowls that they made. I also really wanted to make my milk bun recipe for Thanksgiving this year, and my dad loves baking bread, so I let him do most of the shaping, and then my brother also kind of took over. With the turkey, I didn't have a turkey baster, so I was kind of doing my best by just using a spoon. And we chilled, went for a little walk, and then we made some cranberry sauce. I poured out all the stock that I'd made, finished setting the table, and then I made the mashed potatoes. Two things I almost always add are creme fraiche and nutmeg. It's so good. I put Nils in charge of making a cocktail, and I told him I wanted like a whiskey sour but fall vibes, and it ended up being delicious. We had a little pre-dinner cheers. I put the milk buns in the oven. I went to get changed, and then I made the gravy. I always add a little bit of soy sauce, and I also add heavy cream. Once the milk buns were done, I added some maple butter glaze and a little bit of flaky sea salt. Then my apartment pretty much turned into a big family dance party with house music by Nils. The last thing I did before dinner was assemble the sweet potato side. My oven was also not hot enough, so we weren't getting any browning on the turkey, so my dad took out my mini blowtorch. And here's everything I made. I love stuffing, but I actually didn't make any just because we were only 5 people. But the milk buns were a hit. Molly Baz's turkey recipe was a hit, and it was really fun to make some less traditional sides for the dinner. I didn't get any video of dessert, but after dinner we just played bananagrams and ate some pie.